Hello everybody and welcome to this Let's Play / review of Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. Now, many people know that Big Rigs Over the Road Racing is one of the most astounding games to have ever been made in video game history. In fact, many people have said great things about this game. However, it is not a household game. It has mainly achieved cult classic status. Even though many parallels can be drawn between this game and the work of the adaptation of Arthur C. Clarke's novel 2001: A Space Odyssey. Now, I will get more in depth of those parallels later. First, we have to find out which big rig we want to use. And I'm going to go with the Mega 1. Mainly because Mega 1 is, well, my favorite. Although the others all have their pros and cons. And the course we shall be doing is Small Town Road. Because when something's mega, you always have to go to the small. So now, as you know, the soundtrack to the movie adaptation of 2001: A Space Odyssey was big, orchestral, and very ornate. Whereas this game chooses to go more with 433 on an endless repeat. And while I admit that song sometimes does get a little annoying after the first 5 times, it is still a rather enjoyable song. And also, unlike 2001: A Space Odyssey, the character of Hal has been taken out of this video game. In fact, you could possibly even say that the AI in this game is virtually non-existent. But as you can see, you control the big rig and you try to make it through these checkpoints. Now, before you say, wait, you're not in space, how is this like 2001: A Space Odyssey? Well, it's not necessarily the story and the location that makes it like 2001. It's the atmosphere. The atmosphere that builds the more you play the game. The more you play the game, the more atmosphere you feel, and the more you realize just how alone you are in this world. Sort of like how alone Dave felt. Now, you may have just seen there that I went through those items on the side. Now, some might call that a programming glitch. I call that a metaphor for the fact that symbolically, when you're alone, you feel like not even the walls notice you. You feel like you can go through anything and it won't even matter because you're all alone. So, naturally, as we near the end of the Ultranav filling up, we see just why the ending to this game is considered one of the most astounding in recent history. As you see, it is all filled up. And now we get to the big point that most people consider where the 2001 parallels really meet up. So now, here we go. Just watch this ending. Now, many detractors of this work say that the ending goes on a little bit too long, and while I admit it does overstay its welcome a little, it really gives you a sense of what going insane truly feels like. For when you're alone and desolated for so long, suddenly your mind becomes a tool and it just snaps and insanity takes over. But then we'll see the alternate ending that the producers originally wanted to make. Executive meddling forced them to make this ending. Part 2, we'll look at the actual ending that you can only access with one of the big rigs. So until next time, this is your host, DeweyFin21, saying bye.